Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Zena Halpern from The Curse of Oak Island died earlier this year. Researcher Zena Halpern, whose work and theories featured prominently on history's hit show The Curse of Oak Island, passed away earlier this year. The popular New York-based historian was a good friend of Rick Lagima, and had extensive knowledge of Oak Island after spending more than half a century investigating how members of the Knights Templar may have come to North America in the past. Back on Season 4 of the show, she famously brought to light what was believed to be a 14th century map of Oak Island, with possible links to the Templars. Last season she also presented a theory of how a mysterious lead cross found on the island could be a representation of the goddess Tanit. In 2017, she authored the book The Templar Mission to Oak Island and Beyond, Search for Ancient Secrets, the shocking revelations of a 12th century manuscript. Zena's passing was revealed back in June, with the Curse of Oak Island fans paying tribute to her on social media. One fan wrote, "So sad, she was a wealth of knowledge. Thoughts and prayers to her family and friends." Another added, "She will be missed. She was a rich source of historical information." Zena Halpern, the enigmatic historian whose work was deeply intertwined with the lore of Oak Island, passed away earlier this year, leaving behind a legacy that continues to echo in the halls of mystery. To those who followed her journey through the treasure hunts and ancient riddles that defined her life, her departure is not merely a loss. It is the end of an era. For fans of The Curse of Oak Island, Zena's name is indelibly etched into the fabric of the island's mysteries. She first appeared as a compelling voice, an intellectual adventurer armed with a trove of research that connected Oak Island to far-reaching tales of the Knights Templar and ancient voyages to the New World. But Zena was more than just a historian. She was a seeker of truth, an explorer of ideas that pushed the boundaries of what was accepted as possible. Her life's work was steeped in deep, scholarly research. The world learned of her through her meticulous efforts to understand ancient maps, cryptic documents, and hidden codes. She brought to light the mysterious Map of the New World, a document she claimed could hold the key to unlocking Oak Island's secrets. Dated from the 1300s, this map, Zena believed, was evidence that the island had been visited by the Knights Templar, long before Columbus set sail. It was a bold theory, one that raised eyebrows but also captured imaginations. Oak Island had long been a magnet for grand theories, but Zena brought an air of academic credibility, tempered with her passion for the unknown. Zena Halpern was not one to shy away from controversy. She was well aware that her theories, particularly about the Templar involvement in North America, bordered on the fantastical to many traditional historians. But Zena believed in pushing the limits of what we know, arguing that history is not always as straightforward as it seems. For her, the truth lay in the gaps, the places where accepted historical timelines faltered, and where whispers of the improbable could be found. Her work was fueled by an unwavering conviction that history had left behind breadcrumbs, and it was up to the brave and the curious to follow them, no matter where they led. Zena's tenacity and dedication to uncovering hidden knowledge made her a beloved figure on The Curse of Oak Island, and her appearances on the show were always memorable. She captivated the Lagina brothers and their team with her deep knowledge and charismatic presentation, offering them an entirely new lens through which to view their treasure hunt. But Zena's contributions went far beyond a television show. She had spent decades piecing together her research, traveling across continents, poring over ancient texts, and interviewing historians and experts to build her case. Her determination, even in the face of skepticism, was nothing short of remarkable. Zena once said that her passion for history stemmed from the belief that the past still held sway over the present. To understand the present, she believed, one had to look deep into the forgotten corners of history. Her work was never about fame or recognition. It was about seeking truth, no matter how elusive. Zena Halpern's quest for understanding was a deeply personal one, driven by a fascination with the interconnectedness of human history. Her research wasn't just about Oak Island, it was about rethinking the entire narrative of exploration and discovery. She questioned who had reached the shores of the Americas first, and why they had come. Her theories suggested a hidden history of secret voyages, covert missions, and sacred treasures brought to the New World by organizations shrouded in mystery. As she became more involved in the curse of Oak Island, Zena's theories began to intertwine with the broader tapestry of the island's mythology. She saw Oak Island not just as a location of buried treasure, but as a place where the truth of ancient voyages had been carefully concealed. Her research often pointed to symbols and signs that had been overlooked or dismissed, clues that she believed pointed to a larger global narrative. Yet, even as she delved deeper into the mysteries, Zena remained grounded. Her warmth, wit, and genuine curiosity shone through in every interaction. She never lost sight of the fact that the search for answers was as much about the journey as it was about the destination, and though she passed away before the mysteries of Oak Island could be fully unraveled, her impact on the quest will not be forgotten. Zena Halpern's death leaves a void not just in the world of Oak Island, but in the broader field of historical inquiry. She was a reminder that even in a world dominated by facts and figures, there is still room for wonder, for speculation, and for dreams of the extraordinary. She challenged us to look beyond the surface, to question the official versions of history, and to entertain the possibility that we have only scratched the surface of what our ancestors accomplished. In the end, Zena Halpern's greatest treasure was not the possibility of gold or jewels hidden beneath the soil of Oak Island, but the wisdom and wonder she imparted to those who would listen. She taught us that history is alive, that it breathes through the pages of ancient texts and in the forgotten symbols of the past. Her spirit lives on in the search, in the questions she asked, and in the idea that the truth is out there, waiting for those with the courage to seek it. Though Zena Halpern has left this world, her quest continues. Oak Island remains as enigmatic as ever, its secrets still buried deep beneath the earth. But now there's one more mystery, the absence of a woman who spent her life unraveling the mysteries of the past. In the annals of Oak Island's long and storied history, Zena Halpern's name will forever be linked to its secrets, her life a testament to the power of curiosity and the enduring search for truth. Zena Halpern, a renowned figure from the curse of Oak Island, passed away earlier this year, leaving a legacy woven with mystery, scholarship, and an unrelenting passion for history. Her role in the Oak Island mystery was one of the most intriguing threads in the tapestry of the island's lore, and her work resonated deeply with those captivated by the search for lost treasure and hidden truths. Zena first appeared on the curse of Oak Island in 2016, a seemingly ordinary woman with an extraordinary wealth of knowledge. Her work, which spanned decades, involved deep dives into historical documents, cryptic maps, and centuries-old tales that pointed to Oak Island as more than just a curiosity of nature. To many, she was a scholar. To others, she was a codebreaker and a conduit to secrets that had been buried for hundreds of years. But to those who knew her closely, she was something even more significant, a passionate seeker of truth who believed in the power of history to reveal what had been long forgotten. Born with a curiosity that would define her life, Zena was not content with merely accepting what history books told her. She questioned, she dug deeper, and most importantly, she followed her instincts. It was these instincts that would eventually lead her to Oak Island, where her theories would fuel discussions among both skeptics and believers. Her most famous contribution to the Oak Island mystery came in the form of the Cremona document, a collection of writings she'd have been studying for years. This mysterious manuscript, which allegedly detailed the voyage of a group of Knights Templar who journeyed to North America centuries before Columbus, was the key to much of Zena's work. The Cremona document wasn't just a historical curiosity, it was a roadmap, a cipher, and a riddle all rolled into one. According to Zena, it hinted at the possibility that the Templars had secreted away treasures and knowledge, and that Oak Island was somehow tied to their mission. Zena's involvement with Oak Island began quietly. She had shared her findings with the show's producers, knowing that the island's team of researchers, treasure hunters, and adventurers were the perfect group to explore the mysteries she had uncovered. When she first appeared on the show, sitting in front of piles of documents, maps, and charts, it became clear that she was no ordinary guest. Zena was someone who had dedicated years to understanding the complex intersections of history, legend, and myth.